All right, welcome to the last rewind with me, Big Red, and Mr. Tremaine, who recently had a birthday, celebrating 22 years on this
Yeah, I wish.
earth. If you could go back to your younger self and give your younger self some sound advice, what would you tell
Oh man, slow down. Just slow down, because I'm real big on just moving at my own pace right now. And when I was younger, I was real big on trying to get things done at a quicker pace, thinking, if I get it done fast, there's like some reward at the end of the tunnel. So
him?
I
My
would definitely
mind
say
is
slow
going,
down.
my mind is going elsewhere. You know what I'm thinking too. So slow down, young man. She'll be
Yeah.
there when you get done. slow, slow down. Go
uh,
at your own pace.
just in life, just slow the hell down.
Yeah, life in general.
Yeah,
Let's slow
just in general. But thankful, blessed, happy to be here. But
down.
yeah,
Good.
good birthday.
All right, all right. Okay, so today we're going to talk about. Recently, it was announced that Usher is going to be doing the halftime show for the Super Bowl. It made me think about what other artist that hasn't done it yet could do the halftime show. It can't be just any artist because I don't want people just throwing out like somebody like Vanilla Ice or Project Pack. I mean, I don't got nothing against Project Pack, but
that
you
no,
gotta have
they're not Super Bowl
right. You
worthy.
gotta have a worthy catalog that everyone or the general public knows. That's it. The general public needs to know it. Um, it can't be too racy because there's going to be kids watching it, even though they've been taking liberties with it. That Shakira Jennifer Lopez halftime show. Although I loved it, and for kids,
Yeah,
it for somebody under 12.
it got a little racy. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, because they NFL got sponsors,
Yeah,
so they don't want just anybody performing up there. Then it's still tricky because you had last year. No, not last year. Rihanna was last year, right? Or was that the one with 50 Cent and Dre?
that was the West Coast, 50 Cent, Dre.
That was last year.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I don't say that Rihanna was last year. Okay, but okay, so you had that
Oh
one
no,
with
no, you're right. It was Rihanna last year. You're right. It
she was
was
pregnant.
yeah, she was pregnant. It was 50 Cent and Dre did the one before.
Yeah. Well, even Rihanna had a song up there that was kind of racy too. A lot of her songs are racy, but again, I'm good with it. But you got kids watching the show, so I guess unless you can clean it up, of course, you got the clean version they play on the radio. Um, you can't
Hmm.
have probably 3 6 Mafia there, even though they did win an Oscar for whooping that trick. They can't whoop that trick at the maybe with the Memphis Grizzlies. So we're gonna
Yeah.
think of some artists, you and me, that we think could do a Super Bowl halftime show, and we may come up with ones that can't do it, and we're gonna say why. Um, who do you got first? We'll go back and forth on who do you got first that you think would be a worthy Super Bowl halftime performer that hasn't done it
Well, in
yet.
this day, yeah, that hasn't done it. In this day and age, the one that I land hard on is one is Mariah Carey. That who can do it. Mariah Carey is known um
Yeah.
globally. She has a catalog. She has had a career that she's had various features to the point where whomever she brings out is going to be relatively known as well. And I mean, she can put on a great halftime show. Um, Age may play a part with her as far as, I guess, endurance, if you will, depending on what she performs. But it's not that many Mariah Carey songs that require that much movement or dancing, rather.
Yeah.
But
she ain't got to do the
I
honey
would
dance with a lot of movement. She just do this.
Yeah, I would think Mariah Carey's just grace and gracing the field for a halftime show can get it done. Like I said, she has a catalog.
Does she have the chops anymore?
Mariah,
because she don't perform anymore, really. The last time I remember her, she did some New Year's show, and there was problems that happened with that. And she said it was because of the audio or whatever was messing up. It wasn't her, but she had to redeem herself, I think next year.
Yeah, but the beauty about the halftime show is you get a year to prepare. We know Usher, well, you get almost a year. We know Usher is performing in February, so he has from now until February to prepare. So with an artist like Mariah Carey, it's announced the beginning of the football season, which is now. We're going into week 4 of football, so it's announced relatively at the beginning of the football season. So with that artist has time to prepare, and the artist knows well before the public knows as well. So with that, I think she will have time to get ready to develop the chops. I think she is still a great singer. And I said develop, but it's nothing to develop. She has it more so, tied all together and, bring it home and clean up some things. But, I think Mariah Carey is an artist this day and age who is remaining that can perform and give a great halftime show. There are others. There are others there. But Mariah Carey is a name who can do it alone. I believe at this point in the game, if you can't bring in a halftime show alone like a Usher, like a Mariah Carey, you got to have 2 household names that can do it. And they gotta, those household names has to be known throughout many cultures, because and it has to be tasteful. I mean, the halftime show is done on a Sunday. So it has to be tasteful, so it's kid approved to a degree, because while it is a halftime show, it is still a football game. and the Super Bowl has a lot of eyes watching it. Some just watch it for the halftime show, which is why I think it's very important nowadays to have a household name, who can bring down the house. Maybe in the 90s you could get away with a non-household name or someone who's not as big. But now, yeah, definitely we got to have someone of the status of a Mariah Carey to pull it off.
Okay, I got one that we didn't talk about, and I don't think they did it. If they did do it,
okay,
then they were a part of an ensemble. Some of the Super Bowls, we've had several people perform. Like the one with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj performed with somebody. She wasn't the headliner, but she was with the person that did. I can't remember who it was in the Super Bowl. She did with Super Bowl. She wasn't the headliner, but she was up there with her. 2004, from what I read, in the one, I think that was the infamous Janet Jackson Nipplegate. She was up there, I think, with Nelly, Justin Timberlake, of course. I forgot Jessica Simpson. Like, I'm reading the list now. At this one Super Bowl, Nelly, P. Diddy, Kid Rock was there. And maybe that could be done. Like, yeah, I kind of forgot that too. I know Nelly was there.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Timberlake, of course, was there. He was part of the Nickelback. So maybe if you
Did you say
put
Jessica?
a group, yeah. This is 2004, so I don't know where her hit was
Wow.
then, but she was part of it. Yeah, I don't remember either. But I don't remember the other people besides Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson because there was such a fuss made over
Yeah.
the pasty. Or, yeah, not a pasty, but her outfit got pulled off and the metal nipple
Yeah.
or whatever she had on. So maybe there could be a Super Bowl done with a group of people, but we're just mainly thinking about headliners, one person or a group. And so I thought of Outkast. I think Outkast could do it.
Outkast, okay.
Yeah. They have enough hits.
Outkast could. Are they known?
Yes.
Are they known enough to pull off Super Bowl, or are they known on this like an Atlanta South thing? You know, like any person born after 2005. Do you think they know Outkast?
Well, I don't know if we can go with that because Beatles did it, U2 did it. Well, not U2, still making hits at that time. Rolling Stone, they did a Super Bowl. Paul McCartney did a Super Bowl, and most of the generation didn't know them. This is for the older folks.
That's true because in that time I wouldn't have known them like that.
Yeah, he was family friendly, so that worked in his favor too. Outkast, maybe not ATLians, maybe not Stankonia, maybe. But the albums after that, at least the radio hits, Hey Ya, I Like the Way You Move.
Oh yeah. Those two alone are very very popular known songs that can headline the Super Bowl. I think Outkast is a good selection. Another one that we talked about, I think, probably on the lower end of the artists that we're going to discuss is LL Cool J.
I say LL could do that.
LL Cool J is very known. He has a catalog.
Yes,
yeah, LL Cool J could pull off a Super Bowl. Mm-hmm.
On his own, you think he could? I don't know if on his own he could. Not maybe. Yeah, he did. I don't know if he's known, but I don't know if he's America known. The people that follow the people who don't follow hip hop, I don't know if they know LL Cool J now. Like I know who the Beatles were. Of course, I wasn't born during that time.
Yeah,
their music trends. Michael Jackson, you don't have to follow pop music. You just know Michael Jackson. There's certain artists that just transcends race, eras, culture. You just know who they are because they're so popular.
Mm-hmm. You think so? With that logic, you think Outkast is artist that's known outside of hip hop?
After Stankonia, yes. Not the previous albums. I think they were, hip hop known. But I think after that, yeah, I've been to proms and parties and weddings and stuff, and they requested Outkast on a regular. Still to this day, I Like the Way You Move. Race, it's a party starter. Any race.
That is a party starter, and that's another element that goes into a Super Bowl performance. Like you can have the catalog, but do you have the party starter? Because the Super Bowl is a festive, fun atmosphere. So you gotta have something to get the party started, get the crowd hype. You're going back. Usher, I know if he doesn't perform, that is a party starter. So you gotta have something that gets the party started and keeps the momentum going for the occasion. And in that, I don't know if while I think Mariah Carey has a catalog, does she have a party starter?
That's a good question. mean, I mean, Honey. Honey was not a party starter for me. I could
No, it's
understand how.
not.
Yeah.
You gotta have a you got while your
Right.
name is synonymous with the occasion, you have to have a hit that is synonymous to keep the momentum for the occasion. And while I do think Mariah Carey can pull off a Super Bowl, she has to get a party starter. And
Yeah.
I can't think of a Mariah Carey party starter.
That's a good point. I'm trying to. I can't think of no one at a party dancing with Mariah Carey. Like, hey DJ, put that Mariah Carey on. Get this party started.
You know, I can't think of a like. I know Usher has which is
Plenty.
which would get the My Way,
Yeah.
which would get the party started. And if you go back, Rihanna had
Yeah. So good.
she had a couple party starters in the West Coast deal, and Shakira and J Lo they had some party starters as well.
That's a good point. I should have added that to the list. That you
Yeah,
gotta have party starters. So yeah, that kind of does take Mariah Carey away. That's a good point. Dang.
yeah,
I would have
and
to scratch her off now.
yeah. And I thought about that. Like, she's a great artist and she's known, but I can't think of a song that if I go to a party, to a club, or any festive occasion, I'm like, hey DJ, put that Mariah Carey on so we can get the party started.
That's a good point. All right, you got to scratch her off then. Okay, let's see. Who else? Who else? I know I named when we had a conversation. Missy Elliott definitely
Yes.
got party starters. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Every album has one.
Yeah. Yeah. She got, and Missy Elliott, party starter aside, is known. I do feel like Missy Elliott is known outside of hip hop.
Yeah.
I feel like Missy Elliott is known outside of hip hop. I feel like she has the party starter. I feel like her name can headline a Super Bowl in this day and age. And Missy Elliott comes along with a lot of features. Timberland, great beats. If they want to if they want to go there, they can do some kind of tribute to Aaliyah, if that's the case.
Yeah,
But
that's true, man.
yeah, she can do some kind of tribute to Aaliyah. So I think Missy Elliott can do a Super Bowl and get the party started.
Okay. Who's another artist?
Oh, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. What's
It
his
is
artist? I know he
look
got some.
back that ass up. It ain't his, but it's his. He can claim it. He can claim it enough to do. He can claim it enough to do it in the Super Bowl, even if he just does that one line he does. Now, drop it like it's.
Gotta bring Juvie up there.
I think Lil Wayne is known outside of hip hop. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Hands down, he's known outside of hip hop.
Is he good for the family?
He can water it down, and he can water it down enough to make it family friendly. I think, yeah. I mean, he's on Undisputed with Skip Bayless at this point.
Skip
So-
ain't the family. Skip though.
I think he can water
Drip
down his.
Bayless.
What's that?
Drip Bayless.
Drip Bayless. I think he can water it down to make it family friendly for the Super Bowl, and I believe we discussed this. If the Super Bowl is ever in New Orleans, Louisiana again, that shouldn't just be a Lil Wayne show. That should be I believe that should be a Cash Money, if not 504 Master P show. But that's the only time that should be that show. Outside of New Orleans, it can be a Lil Wayne show anytime. But
Okay.
Lil Wayne definitely can get. He got the party starters.
What's some
Yeah,
other party starters he got?
Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
a Millie,
I mean, okay. Fireman be up there.
I don't. Yeah, I give Fireman. I give Fireman. I say a Millie, a Fireman. I'm not gonna go with that Mr. Carter song with Jay-Z. Nah.
Nah.
It's a great song, but it's not a party starter.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to a party. Yeah, that's something we did listen to.
Let me think. Lil Wayne, man, I know
But,
this dude.
what's the good one? We got pulled over by the cop. What's that? That will come.
Mrs. Officer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a party starter either. I wouldn't give that.
Well, Kaepernick would be mad at that song. Probably.
Oh yeah. Wants to get back on. Wants to sign with the Jets. That's
Give it up, man.
That's a conversation for another day, and it's a short conversation too. But Lil Wayne can definitely pull off a Super Bowl, and he has the hits. He has the party starter, and he also has this. I don't know. Lil Wayne has this thing about him that just, I don't know. It's entertaining. I don't know if it's his pedigree, the way he goes about saying words and rhyming and putting on the show, but it's something there. Also, another thing is, when the field is a stage, so to speak. So, there got to be some pyro and things of that nature to keep the audience's attention as well.
Okay.
And the pyro should relatively have something to do with the song or timing of what the music that you're going with. So that's why I go Wayne, and I go with that being said, I gotta, as much as I want to give Mariah Carey the stamp, she don't have a party starter.
Let's see. Did you name one last? You named Lil Wayne. Okay. I got one for you. It just popped in my head. Now, they're missing a member. I think they got some party hits. They might have to tone down some of the songs. TLC. Or just TC for now.
No, they'll incorporate Chili if they do it. I mean, Left Eye, I stand corrected. But what's their party starter?
Okay, damn.
Creep. It damn sure ain't Waterfalls at the Super Bowl.
No, that's a depressing song. You know what? Damn, I'm not even think hard. What About Your Friends? Would that be a party song? I mean, it's a party song, but
there's nothing. There's TL, like if you're at the party, hey, play that new that TLC like DMX. Y'all gonna make me. That's a party starter. Usher, yeah, is a party starter. Yeah. I can't. What's a TLC party starter that gets the crowd up and moving? I don't. Their name. What's that?
I'm trying to think of something off the Crazy Sexy Cool album. What's Red Light Special? I mean, all of them have to be party starters, but I don't know if that's gonna be too sexual for one, so that can't be going on.
I think they are a sensual group that made sensual music that is not necessarily in this day and age that's going to hold the attention level for a Super Bowl. Yeah. Great artists, they made great music. But I don't.
A lot of complaints after that Super Bowl performance.
I mean, because if they play Waterfalls, dear God, like you said, that's not even a fun song to listen to.
Right. Well, I think Ain't Too Proud to Beg is a party starter, just not for everybody. That's not a general public party starter. And what was the other one? What About Your Friends? We like it, but I don't think that's a America song or a general public song where everybody can be included into it. So yeah, you're probably right with that. I'm trying to think of one from fan mail. Unpretty definitely is not
I take that back. Scrubs.
Oh yeah, they don't have enough then. But yeah, Scrubs is definitely one.
Scrubs will get the party started.
Yeah.
Scrubs will get the party started. How can I forget that? Scrubs will get the party started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it will.
That's it, though. They
That's-
gotta have more than that.
They got to have more than that, but Scrubs will get the people out of their seat, and that will get the party started.
All right, we'll go with Scrubs, but yeah. So they can't do the Super Bowl. Not next year.
You know, now granted, Scrubs would be a little, you know, every man will be sitting down, and all the women will be hype as hell.
Yeah, I can't see the guys like, yeah, you don't want to date them Scrubs. Talk about you.
Yeah,
Bought these tickets to the game, I ain't no Scrubs.
I know, right?
I drove here too.
Super Bowl tickets expensive.
Mm-hmm. That hotel, I ain't no Scrubs. You know how much I had to pay for the hotel in advance to be near the Super Bowl location.
But yeah, but they're great artists too, TLC. But I don't know. I mean, maybe they're the artists that it would be great with another artist. Like if you give me TLC, SWV, Escape, In Vogue. They have like a '90s R&B, women R&B tribute to some degree. That I can rock. That would be nice, you know. But by themselves,
All right. Who you got here next?
Next, as far as an artist, I think we disagreed on we disagree on this one. But I'm gonna hold my feet to the fire on this one. I'm gonna give it to Chris Breezy. I'm gonna say Chris Brown because he has the hits and he is known, although he may not be known for everything good.
Right.
He has the hits. He's known. He has the energy.
Mm-hmm.
He has the party starters. I think it would take some. I think his PR person will have to do some in between the time it's announced, or even in between the time it's even thought of. We're gonna go with Chris Brown. They got to do some PR cleaning up. They gotta do a lot. But
A lot. They gonna have to clean the internet and get the Men in Black flash thing to get people to forget about the Rihanna situation.
But I think Chris Brown will put on a great halftime show. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be Michael Jackson-ish, but
There would be some ish in there because he's the coolest thing we got.
But I think he'll put on a great halftime show. I would say Chris Brown is an artist now. The Chris Brown now, maybe not Chris Brown of 5 years ago even, but I would say Chris Brown now. He has enough music, enough energy, enough catalog, enough party starters to put on a great halftime show.
But is it party starters for us or for the Super Bowl? Do they translate to the general public to be able to do it on his own? Of course, he's a great performer, great dancer, good singer. But does he have the hits? I know he has hits, but does he have hits for them? People who don't follow R&B or don't listen to today's music, I know that guy's music though. I know him. Yeah. He is that good. That's one person from today's generation I will listen to, but I still won't.
I know. I would say "Run It," which was his first hit, is probably one of those that indeed I can run it. I would say that. He has this one song called "Off the Wall." I think I don't know if that would get it there. Mm-hmm. Bouncing off the wall or something like that. But in regard to everything we've discussed thus far, for some reason I feel like Chris Brown's energy and his dancing mm-hmm. will kind of stand in place over the fact that he may not have a party starter or the hits, and I think his ability to put a show on will overshadow his hits. I think that's the case. I think Chris Brown's ability to put a show on and flip and all the flips and the pyro and his energy will overdo any hit he has, will outshadow any hit.
I could see happening is he could do some of his hits, and then he could what he was trying to do. I think at the Grammys, but I think they canceled it over him and Sierra. I think he was going to do a Michael Jackson tribute. I think he could do a Michael Jackson tribute part of the halftime show, and that would be well received.
That would be well received. You're absolutely correct. And I think if anyone who is amongst us today who can put on a Michael Jackson tribute that is worth anything, it is him. As much as I like Usher, and I know Usher's getting his shine, in comparison to Usher and Chris Brown, if you're going to talk Michael Jackson tribute, I want to see Chris Brown do it over Usher.
Okay. But the only thing is, I'm going to say, why I'm going to X that one out is because the reputation still won't leave him. You know?
And that's like I said in the beginning, that's where his management team, his PR team is gonna have to go to work.
Yeah. Some people still won't let it go. People still coming after Michael Vick for the dogs. I was like, what? Wasn't that 2004? Oh, that was like almost 20 years ago, I think.
Yeah, it was. It was about 20. It was 20 years ago.
It seemed like it. Dang.
I want to say I remember Skip Bayless talking about it then. But I want to say I remember him talking about it then. But I don't remember first take then.
Yeah.
I don't remember first take in 2004.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I got one for you. Definitely, I think you'll agree with me on this one. Kanye West.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Well, go ahead.
No, you go. Explain why you say.
Nah, I just backed out of it. I just backed out of it, not because of the music, but because of what he had going on at Adidas last year.
I even still say he can do it. I
don't know if they would invite him, man, because he's gonna be a liability because you've seen what he's done at these award shows where he just says something off the cuff and causes controversy. Imagine he says what he wants to say at the halftime show. They ain't gonna take that kind of chance because FCC will find the mess out of the Super Bowl for that.
All right, you're right.
They're scared to death.
I gotta agree with you, and I gotta back out of it. I wanna his artistry and his ability. He has the hits. He has the party starters.
He has the hits. Definitely got the party starters.
And I think aside from his political rants and what he may say off the cusp of whatever, if he can stick with music, yes, he could do it.
Yeah, if that part didn't happen, what he did at Adidas, then yeah, he definitely would be a great number one option to look into to do the halftime show. He definitely got the hits. Can't take that away from him. But public opinion also matters when we pick one. Who we're gonna pick? This is why I couldn't pick Chris Brown. I would pick him, but my opinion is not ultimately the one that matters.
But like I said before, I told you when we were discussing this topic, man, the pickings is slim pickings for a good halftime performer nowadays. I think Usher is worthy, and Usher's gonna have a great halftime show, but I do think they're scraping the bottom of the barrel to cover all aspects of it, and that's catalog, a household name, and can they keep the party going? Usher can do all three. Usher has ability for all of that, but like you said, you got to have a somewhat of a squeaky clean image as well to pull this off.
Another thing that plays a part into it is you don't have to have a huge catalog. You just got to have music for this year, and you have to be popular this year. Because the difference between The Weeknd and Lionel Richie, I would probably say has more hits. but he's not relevant today because he hasn't done albums in years. The Weeknd is what's popping right now.
Yeah.
Anderson, Paak, Bruno Mars, they're what pop. That's what's popping right now.
And that's what Usher is. Usher's popping in Vegas right now with their residency. So
one reason, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, the other reason for old girl. But
yeah.
Annie has a tour after the Super Bowl that was just announced. So
got another album coming out, I heard.
Yeah. So it is a matter of what you got going on currently as well. You're right about that. You know, but like I said, it's hard to pick them. You know, I have another one whom I think is going to get her opportunity, and that's Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah.
Taylor Swift will get a Super Bowl.
Definitely. I'm surprised they didn't ask her this year. She doing a tour this year.
Taylor Swift will get a Super Bowl, I would say, within the next 3 years. Taylor Swift will do
if they don't,
Taylor Swift will do a Super Bowl within the next 3 years, especially if her and Travis Kelce stick it out. She has a tie-in. She has a tie-in with the NFL, and let's say the Chiefs. It's not unknown for the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl.
Wouldn't that be something though if she, required him to go view her at the halftime show? Like, usually the players go to the locker room. Like, I need you out here supporting me.
Yeah.
In the locker room.
Yeah.
Just the way I'm in the stands supporting
you. But she will do a Super Bowl. Taylor Swift will do a Super Bowl within the next 3 or 5 years, I would say. If not, the next one.
Okay, then this one's just it's your turn.
No, I just said Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah, you just said okay. This is a joke one. This is not my real one. I just want to get your opinion on it. So again, this is a joke. What if Lauryn Hill on the halftime show?
Lauryn Hill?
Yeah, based off the one album.
What
if the album came out this year? The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
It still won't be enough. What, that thing? Maybe she can have a Fugees reunion. Yeah. But that'll be about it. But no, Lauryn Hill ain't black woman with dreads and people standing out. Who the hell is this? Nah. She gonna do Sister Act 2 performances? Nah. She can bring out Whoopi? Nah. She can bring out.
That's a party starter for church.
Now, we joked, but we did say Kirk Franklin.
Oh yeah, we did say that.
We said
he's got a lot of hits in the gospel community. I'm not sure how they translate to the Super Bowl, but it's on Sunday though. Shouldn't you have a little bit of church on Sunday?
We joke,
30
but
minutes.
I don't think it's entirely too far-fetched to even entertain a Kirk Franklin Super Bowl. I don't think it's. I think it's worth entertaining.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. So we can't do that, man. Let's see. I'm going down my list trying to find somebody. They definitely can't do. They did. It wouldn't work. No, they couldn't work. Most of their members are dead, if not all of them. I was about to say, so what if they did a retro act? Because again, they did Rolling Stone, The Who, Paul McCartney. I was going to say The Temptations. I know most of the members are dead. I think one is still alive, I thought, but that probably wouldn't work.
Only if it's a Motown tribute.
Okay. I can see that.
Only if it's a Motown tribute. So you got Temptations. You can throw in a Jackson 5 here and there. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Diana Ross. If it's tied into a Berry Gordy or Motown tribute, yes. That will be how that will fly. Unfortunately, none of the originals will be there. So that's kind of a it is what it is moment. But and maybe only if it's in Detroit. If it's a Super Bowl in Detroit, that'll be a nice gesture. Tribute to Motown.
Smokey Robinson. Diana Ross.
Smokey Robinson, but you got to think these are old cats, so that energy level ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, well, that's why it's good that we're going to have several people performing and not just one solo one.
Yeah,
The energy ain't going to be there. They're going to have to take a Viagra to sing on stage. However that works.
Yeah. So, but I think if it's a Motown tribute, yeah, we can Temptations and bring out all the old Motown acts.
I was going to have a hard on for Diana. Get on that stage. I got it. Okay, you got that.
Oh, I got one. We discussed it, and he can do it. But the slap may have messed him up, and that is Will Smith.
Yeah, he wouldn't be looked at favorably today.
Pre-slap, Will Smith could have done the Super Bowl.
What's the party starters?
Getting jiggy with it.
Okay, that's one. Don't say Willennium.
Summertime.
Summertime, that is one. Yeah, that's one. That's good. That's good.
I would say Summertime, Getting Jiggy with it.
Men in Black.
Men in Black is a
definitely.
Yeah,
that transcends everybody.
It's a tie-in with the movie, but it get the party started. So he got 3 party starters. He got the name. He got enough of a catalog. I guess Will Smith still got a little bit of energy.
Got to. The way he got on stage and the speed he went through.
Yeah. So I would definitely...
The velocity on Chris Rock's face. Yeah, he got the energy.
Yeah, I would definitely say pre-slap, Will Smith could have definitely done a Super Bowl.
I think I got one, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to look on the list. I don't think she did one by herself. I could be wrong. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Gwen Stefani.
Did she?
I don't think she did one. I could be wrong.
I'm not entirely too sure if she did one with No Doubt, or she was a feature for someone.
I mean, she could always do, No Doubt songs and just do it by herself because she's the lead singer.
Yeah, but
she got hits.
Mm-hmm. She could do it. She could pull it off, and I think she, there's no doubt she can do some tie-ins with that. So, yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I got one too, but I'm gonna let you go to the next one.
Ooh, I think I may be running out.
I got one, but it's gonna be a caveat when I mention that.
Oh man, I said Will Smith. I may be out. I think I'm out, dude. I think I'm running out because those are the ones that I can think of who are worthy. Who's your next one?
All right. Again, I said I had a caveat to this person I got. I know he would not be able to do it because, much like some of the other ones we picked, he has a history, and he's not free. R. Kelly.
No, if Chris Brown can't do it, hell no.
If we could just take away, those things he did behind the closet or out of the closet, could he do the halftime show?
Take away his personal issues and why he's in prison now. Could R. Kelly do a halftime show? No. Tell you why.
No? Go ahead,
tell you why. R. Kelly was never known. R. Kelly is more known to the public because of his scandals than his music. He's known in the hood because of his music, but now he's known in the public because of his scandals. If you put R. Kelly's music, you just put him in a bubble with his music, it's kind of I don't think he can do it. He's not American known for his music. He's American known for him fucking up his life, but he's not American known for his music. Great artist, great hits, but it doesn't resonate with America, and he would have to do a lot of watering down. You know how it ain't none of his shit is family friendly.
Really? I believe
Well,
I can fly.
I Believe I Can Fly, Space Jam. Yeah,
The
yeah,
world's greatest.
yeah.
The
That
American Gloves. Um, um, Step in the Name of Love.
Step in the Name of, but those are hood. Well, Step in the Name of Love is a hood.
I mean, it is. I mean, I see what you're saying.
I Believe I Can Fly, yes, and but the world's greatest is even kind of hood.
I mean,
I
I'm
get,
saying we had Dre and them and all them last year and 50 Cent. Those, they had some hood songs. They just cleaned it
but
up
they
a little bit.
but they are Dre 50 are known on a global level. I
So,
think R. Kelly is known on a global level because of his scandal, not his music. I think that it's just like when you said Diddy. I don't think Diddy can pull off a halftime show alone. Definitely not now if this Tupac thing coming out. But Diddy can't pull off a halftime show alone because Diddy is linked to the Biggies, the whole Bad Boy staff. Diddy ain't done nothing on his own without, like, even outside of music. The one thing I can think of Diddy that kind of sets alone from outside of Bad Boy is when he was in Monsters Ball.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, that's Sean Combs. That's Diddy acting Sean Combs. Outside of that, it's always been Bad Boy, and rightfully so because his title is a record producer. He's an executive. R. Kelly, going back to R. Kelly. R. Kelly is a great performer, but R. Kelly has always been a hood performer. He's always been that to me. I mean, it's always been. He's also been tied up to the hood. Like R. Kelly never transcend American known as far as to do a halftime show globally. Now, if you ask anybody about R. Kelly now, oh yeah, they're gonna know his ass. But you ask him to say, what's your favorite song? I don't know his song, but I know his ass is doing time.
Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with that one. If we take away them scandals, I feel like he got enough party starters.
And he
got
probably
a lot of
wrote
futures too. Let's put that in perspective. A lot of futures.
features, yes.
Yeah.
And he wrote a lot for others.
Yeah. If he what's the Fiesta? I know that's not a global, that's not a general public song. I feel like some of them hits would translate on stage at the halftime show. And also put back in there too, if he was popular now for the right reasons and not like 20 years ago or 15 years ago.
Yeah. So, like I said, I everyone we have named today, I'm a fan of, and I think they could possibly pull off a great show. There's roadblocks in the way, but I can't think of anybody else. I can't really think of anybody else. I think in time, maybe a J. Cole, a Kendrick, Drake. I think they still got to build up their catalog still. I believe those three in time could do it.
What about Patti LaBelle?
But she gonna cook.
Come on, man.
She gonna make some potato salad and some patty pies on the field.
Yeah, well, she'll pass it around to all the people at the Super Bowl. Everybody eating patty pies and drinking beer. I can do that.
She gonna cook some greens, some chicken. She was married. Well, she was engaged to Otis from Temptations.
Yeah. I just thought somebody else. Go ahead.
No, there you go. I can't think of anybody else. I can just comment on who you can think of now, but I can't think of anybody else other than, like I said, in the future, Drake, Kendrick, and Cole at this point. Maybe Eminem alone.
Eminem alone.
Eminem by himself.
Yeah, he could clean up a lot.
Huh?
What's his party story? Besides,
Lose Yourself. Hi, my name is.
Yeah. Real Slim Shady. Yeah, he got some party starters.
Eminem can do it.
Would I request it? No. For a party, no. listening in the car, yeah, I can see that. Super Bowl halftime show, he had to clean up a lot though. Again,
Yeah.
we had those artists, with the West Coast tribute, and they weren't all clean, but
Yeah, Eminem, he'll have to clean it up to make it family friendly. But yeah, I don't think he's had anything in the news that would keep him out of doing it if he's a candidate.
yeah. Boys to Men, do they have party starters? I'm trying to think of one besides the Motown Philly one.
No.
I can listen to other ones in the car and in the bedroom. Can you listen to it at the halftime show?
Boyz II Men is the type of group who would have to be with another group. And like I think we discussed, if you give me Boyz II Men New Edition, that's a good show. But Boyz II Men,
I would say New Edition over Boyz II Men as far as party starters.
yes, God, yes. But New Edition got the party starters. They can keep the. I was in a New Edition concert a couple months ago. Granted, age is a factor, but they were still going. Yeah, but yeah, those I believe all of them could pull off a great show. Yeah. I got an honorary joke one.
Okay, go ahead.
Nick Cannon.
What you gonna do? Wilding out there? What you gonna have a group of kids perform behind him as backup?
Well, first of all,
perform everybody else's songs.
First of all, he would need a hit. I can't think of an other than Gigolo, but that's about it.
Why your daddy don't like me? Remember that song?
I remember it,
but
nobody else
would
would remember that song.
I remember seeing it on 106 in Park. That's the last, and that might have been the one time. And other than that, I had to look it up. But
Nobody else will remember that song, but I do remember it. I remember him sneaking in the window in the video.
And wasn't the dad the guy from Drumline at the other school he was trying to go to, where that was trying to recruit him to go?
J. Anthony Brown.
Okay.
Yes, he was he had a pot belly. Yeah, it was J. Anthony Brown. But
you know what? No, he could do the Super Bowl halftime show. He could do Drumline. There you go. They got marching bands at all these college bowls. So yeah.
In all seriousness, that would work at a college game. Mm-hmm. Like a Drumline tribute to some degree and feature Nick Cannon. That would work. He just marched with an HBCU band.
I'm looking on this list. I haven't seen it. But Stevie Wonder.
Good one. Yes. Yeah, he got the hits. I would say Stevie Wonder, yes. And this isn't even just a Motown tribute. This is just Stevie Wonder. Yes.
He has been on one from what I'm seeing, but he was doing it with several other people. Gloria Estefan, Stevie Wonder, Big Bag Voodoo Daddy, Savion Glover. Tap dancing? Okay.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder can do it. This was the 99 Super Bowl. This was in Florida. So he's been there. And for what I see, he did the song I Wish. A bunch of other people. And You Are the Sunshine of My Life. Sir Duke. So he kind of has done one. He did 3 songs. So he's kind of done it.
I can see him doing it. He has the hits. He has a repertoire. It'll be entertaining. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I know there got to be somebody else. I'm just trying to think of the name right now. I'm looking through my list. And I know we mentioned one person, which seems like that's like a last ditch effort because I think he's trying to be behind the scenes.
Said Diddy?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, he's trying to be behind the scenes. I believe if all else fails, that's when they're gonna just, all right, Jay-Z, you got to give us one. Yeah, I think if all else fails, they're gonna, all right, look, Hov, you got to give us a performance, But I think that's when scraping the bottom of the barrel, like to the bottom of the barrel, like we need you, Jay-Z, to pull this one off. But again, I think the most after Usher, I think the next is Taylor Swift.
Oh, I got another one for you. Busta Rhymes. Definitely got party starters now.
He got the party starters. Is he known? Is he known outside of hip hop?
I think so. For some of the hits.
Huh.
Put your hands where my eyes can see. I think you can go with that one.
What's it gonna be with Janet Jackson?
I think that could go up there definitely. Janet might not be allowed to perform with him. What is the song off of the? He had the Night Rider beat with it.
I forget.
Fired Up. That was what.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
He can do it. Definitely Busta Rhymes. Definitely Busta Rhymes. My fear with Busta Rhymes is it just hip hop with him? That may be the only thing holding him back. But other than that, I think he could do it.
Okay.
I think he can do it. Energy may be an issue.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes has a lot of high energy songs, and he is older, and I don't think he got the energy no more.
I would say this guy, but not now, because he hasn't been at the pinnacle of his career for quite a long time. I would say since almost 20 years. But if he had this album out now, he had the popularity he had in 2004, I would say he could do it. I would say Sean Paul.
Yes.
Dirty Rock.
Yes. Back then, yes, absolutely. A little reggaeton, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Nothing but party songs on there. Even the ones that are, well, yes, all the dancing that will go along with it, yes. Even the romantic songs, or whatever you want to call them, the slow songs, if you want to call it that. Oh,
absolutely.
Every song on the album you can dance.
Absolutely, and that whole show will be a party starter. He don't necessarily just have one, just a whole show.
And what would work with him is nobody would know what the hell he's saying, so you can't see if he's talking about something salacious or not. So even the people who listen to him on a daily don't know what the hell he's saying.
That's true. Him, Beanie Man.
Yeah.
Shabba Ranks back in the day.
No, those two couldn't do the Super Bowl.
No, not Beanie.
Yeah. I like them, but they're general public.
Not Beanie Man. I think DJ Khaled could do a Super Bowl
based off the song, not based off his talent. Based off the hits.
Based off the hits of other people. Yes.
Still don't know what he does.
Oh, and you said Justin Bieber. I remember you thought Justin Bieber can do a Super Bowl. Yeah. Justin Bieber's up there. He can do it.
He's got quite a bit of hits. He started young.
Yeah.
And he's part of Usher train. So, Usher.
Yeah.
Pretty much discovered him, I guess you want to say.
T.I.? Ludacris?
Party hits. I can see T.I. and Ludacris doing it
together.
Other people, like an Atlanta tribute.
I can too. T.I., Ludacris, Jeezy. I can see that.
What song would Jeezy do? Then what?
Jeezy?
Yeah. What would it be his party starter? Or then what with the boom, boom, clap?
It definitely ain't gonna be My President's Black.
Yeah. About 2016, 8 years too late.
Yeah.
That would be funny though to see. I'd love to see the reaction off of that.
And that'll be the year Kaepernick gets signed. It happens to go to the Super Bowl.
Lord have mercy.
Imagine that.
That'd be the only way to get there.
You imagine the year if Kaepernick ever gets signed, someone gets injured, and then he's a full-time quarterback starting, and he goes to the Super Bowl. Can you imagine that? Oh my God.
Probably half the country's TV would probably be turned off just because of that.
That'd be
But
crazy.
yeah, that's definitely a wet dream there for Kaepernick fans. That's definitely not going to happen. But that's a story for another day. That's about all I can think of too. So yeah.
Same here, man. I think we've compiled a really good list. And I think of if we're gonna speak in the reality, I think the most common and next of all of them is Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift is next, to be quite frank.
Yeah, you're probably right. If she ain't there next year, probably the only reason she didn't do it this year is probably like I'm gonna be exhausted.
Yeah.
She's just finishing her tour, so
Yeah.
she's gonna rest up, do it a year after that.
Yeah.
Her Swifties, as they call
The
them.
Swifties. And she won't, and she let's face it, she will not be with Travis Kelce. She's probably gonna have a breakup song about him for that Super Bowl, which would be fucked up if the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl that year.
Really fucked up if she dated him just to get a song out of it.
That would be.
But I wouldn't be surprised.
She gonna be at the game tomorrow. I know that. She can be at probably the rest of his games this season.
Good luck with the Chiefs on that. If she ever break up with him. All right. We're going to wrap it up on that. That's been an episode of The Last Rewind, trying to figure out who is a worthy person to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. Appreciate everybody taking a look at the show. This has been me, Big Red, and Tremaine. We'll see you guys on the next show. Peace.
Peace.